Okay, let's do a quarterfinals match of Super Jeopardy for the NES now. Turn the camera a little bit. That's perfect. Alright, let's play. See if I can advance to the semifinals and then the finals. Let's play.
Let's play Jeopardy.
And here are the categories. They are English Literature, The Garden, Notorious, Botany, Democrats, and finally, starts with A. Alright. Let's go with starts with A for 200.
For 200 points, the answer is...
The first name of the once and future king. What is Arthur?
Correct.
I'll take starts with A for 400.
For 100 points, the answer is...
Not the perpetrator of a crime, but someone who helped, or a scarf, for example. Oh. An accessory. Oh, okay. We go on. Botany for 200.
For 200 points, the answer is...
Green leaves turn carbon dioxide and water into sugar in this. Green leaves turn carbon dioxide and water into sugar and this. What is salt? No.
Incorrect.
Tough clue. Michael. Oxygen. Oh, that's right. Next. Notorious 200.
For 200 points, the answer is...
He was such a sadist, they coined the word for him. The Marquis de Sade. Marquis de Sade. The Garden for 200.
For 200 points, the answer is...
Grafting together a tomato and this plant forms a potato. What is a potato? Let me have the Garden for 400.
For 100 points, the answer is...
Christian Dior, King's Ransom, and American Beauty by any other name. What are roses?
Correct.
In the lead. The Garden for 600.
For 600 points, the answer is...
1,000. A worldwide group of insects commonly known as plant lice. What are locusts? No.
Incorrect.
Aphids. Okay. The Garden 800.
For 800 points, the answer is...
The name for plants which grow from seeds, flower, go to seed, and die, all in 1 year. What are annuals? Shoot. There we go.
Correct.
Back on the plus side, back in the lead, tied for the lead.
For 1,000 points, the answer is...
The entire leafy portion of a fern. The entire leafy portion of a fern. What is a... calyx? No.
Incorrect.
Back in the hole I go, unfortunately. Fritz. It's a frond. Frond. Starts with A for 600.
For 600 points, the answer is...
The term for the earliest known inhabitants of a country, like Australian tribesmen. What are aborigines, mate? There we go.
Correct.
Starts with A for 800.
For 800 points, the answer is...
They are a type of tonsils, and large ones make you snore. Oh. See if Wendy knows this one. Adenoids. Oh, okay. Adenoids. I don't know how you say it, but either way, Wendy got it right. Democrats, 200. Uh-oh.
For 200 points, the answer is...
Initials in common to Lyndon Johnson, his wife, and daughters. What are LBJ? Shoot. Let me have English literature for 200.
For 200 points, the answer is...
The creator of Secret Agent James Bond. Who is Ian Fleming?
Correct.
I'll take English literature for 400, please.
For 100 points, the answer is...
The Romantic period ended in 1832 with the death of this author of Ivanhoe. Who is Sir Walter Scott?
Correct.
Tied for the lead, once again. English literature 600.
For 600 points, the answer is...
Satire in which Swift attacked the hypocrisy he saw in kings, teachers, and courtiers. Swift. What is Gulliver's Travels? Uh-huh.
Correct.
English literature 800.
For 800 points, the answer is...
Elizabethan poets used the sonnet, a form of this Mediterranean country. Sonnet. A form for this Mediterranean country. What is Italy?
Correct.
Okay, English literature 1000.
For 1,000 points, the answer is...
Playwright John Osborne's Hostile Glance Behind. Oh, Look Back in Anger. You're up to 1200, Michael. Starts with A for 1000.
For 1,000 points, the answer is...
Of the 4 U.S. states beginning with A, the last alphabetically, what is Arkansas? Let me have botany for 400.
For 100 points, the answer is...
Honey is made from this scented sugary substance secreted by flowers. What is nectar?
Correct.
I'll take botany for 600.
For 600 points, the answer is...
The union of two gametes to form a zygote or putting horse manure on a plant. What is fertilization?
Correct.
Botany for 800.
For 800 points, the answer is...
In 1839, Mary Ann Smith grafted and budded her way into creating this fruit strain. What is the Granny Smith apple?
Correct.
And I'll finish it off.
For 1,000 points, the answer is...
The Tree of Life. Its reason increases blood pressure and reduces fever. Oh, it's Arbor Vitae. Next clue. Notorious 400.
For 100 points, the answer is...
In 1927, this gangster set an all-time record for the highest gross income in a year, some $105 million. Who was Al Capone? Notorious 600.
For 600 points, the answer is...
His fellow prisoners at Alcatraz altered his nickname to Pop Gun. Karen. Machine Gun Kelly. Notorious 800.
For 800 points, the answer is...
Torquemada, who headed the Inquisition, was also successor to the Spanish Queen, confessor to the Spanish Queen. Queen Isabella, I knew that one, but too late. Democrats 400.
For 100 points, the answer is...
Last name of the seminarian who became California's guru governor. Wendy. Brown.
Correct.
Notorious 1000.
For 1,000 points, the answer is...
A 1963 scandal involving this war minister rocked Great Britain's government. John Profumo. Democrat 600.
For 600 points, the answer is...
Walter Mondale's five-letter nickname isn't Wally, but this. Michael. Fritz. $800.
For 800 points, the answer is...
Ex-Colorado senator who served as McGovern's campaign manager in 1972. Gary Hart.
Correct.
Last clue.
For 1,000 points, the answer is...
Hubert Humphrey's running mate in 1968. I'm going to say who's George Wallace. No, so I'm going to finish with 50 or 4,400, excuse me. But either way, I'll be in the lead at the end of the Jeopardy round. It's Edmund Muskie. Let's play Double Jeopardy.
Let's play Double Jeopardy.
And here are the categories. Movies. World War II. Types of government. Missouri. American history and anatomy. Alright. A lot of points ready to be won, so let's see if I can rack up them points and possibly have a chance to go into the semifinals. Types of government for 500.
For 500 points, the answer is...
A state ruled by a king, queen, or emperor. What is a monarch? Monarchy. Movies for 500.
For 500 points, the answer is...
Alternating between Victorian and World War II settings, Basil Hawthorne played this sleuth in 14 films. Who is Sherlock Holmes?
Correct.
Movies for 1,000.
For 1,000
Spanky, Alfalfa, and Darla appeared in films as the Little Rascals and this. What is Our Gang?
Correct.
Let's go with movies for 1500.
For 1,500 points, the answer is
The town that sailors Frank Sinatra and Gene Kelly were on in 1949. Wendy. New York City. That's correct. Alright, still fine. Types of government for 1,000.
For 1,000 points, the answer is
From the Greek, it means the people rule. What is a democracy? Movies for 2,000.
For 2,000 points, the answer is
He directed Gloria Swanson in Silence, then played her butler in Sunset Boulevard. Who is Cecil B. DeMille? No.
incorrect.
Darn. Eric von Stroheim. Types of government 1500.
For 1,500 points, the answer is
According to Marx, under this system, a government is supposed to wither away. Michael. Communism. World War II, 500.
For 500 points, the answer is
The second A-bomb used in the war fell on this city. What is Hiroshima?
incorrect.
Drop into second place. Nagasaki. It was in Japan, but it was Nagasaki.
Correct.
Keep going. Missouri for 500.
For 500 points, the answer is
Included in the state's nickname, it's what a doubting Missourian is prone to say. What is show me? Missouri for 1,000.
For 1,000 points, the answer is
Lindbergh's solo flight across the Atlantic was financed by businesswomen from this city. What is St. Louis?
correct.
Missouri for 1,500.
For 1,500 points, the answer is it's a daily double.
All of it. Southwestern Missouri here is what the French called O Arkansas, meaning of the Arkansas Indians. What are the Ozarks?
Correct.
Missouri for 2,000.
For 2,000 points, the answer is
The city that is home to the Harry S. Truman Presidential Library. What is Independence?
correct.
Missouri for 2,500.
For 2,500 points, the answer is
Name shared by an early Missouri senator and an artist famed for murals of rural America. Wendy. Thomas Hart Benton. Alright. World War II for 1,000.
for 1,000 points, the answer is
In 1943, this country quit the Axis and declared war on Germany. What is Italy? World War II for 1500.
For 1,500 points, the answer is...
It took 5 destroyers, 2 battleships, a cruiser, and an air assistance to sink this German battleship. What is the Hindenburg? Or is it the Bismarck? I'm going to change my answer. What is the Bismarck? Good thing I did.
Correct.
World War II for 2000.
For 2,000 points, the answer is... It's the Daily Double.
Under Hitler, Joseph Goebbels was minister of this. I think it's Ministry of Truth, but I'm just going to make sure. Oh, propaganda. Minister of Propaganda, that's right. Alright! World War II, 2500.
For 2,500 points, the answer is...
Last name of the man who betrayed Norway to the Nazis. It's now synonymous with traitor. Michael. It's Quisling. Types of government for 2000.
For 2,000 points, the answer is...
A representative government. It's what Plato called his ideal state. What is a republic? I'll take movies for 2500.
For 2,500 points, the answer is...
9 men who came too late and stayed too long was the slogan of this 1969 Pick and Paw Western. The Wild Bunch. Yeah, I knew that one. Anatomy for 500.
For 500 points, the answer is...
The framework of bone supporting the lower part of the abdomen, or Elvis's epithet. What is the pelvis? Anatomy for 1,000.
For 1,000 points, the answer is...
Where you'd find pairs of atria, auricles, and ventricles. What is the heart?
Correct.
I'll take anatomy for 1,500.
For 1,500 points, the answer is...
Opposition of this part has been described as the single most important movement of the hand. What is the wrist? Ah.
Incorrect.
Darn, 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 darny, darn! I'm gonna clear my throat there. The thumb. Oh. Oh well. We have 8 clues left. Types of government 2,500.
For 2,500 points, the answer is...
A theocracy is ruled by those thought to be his representatives. Michael. God. American history 500.
For 500 points, the answer is...
President who signed the Social Security Act in 1935, who is Franklin Delano Roosevelt. American history 1,000.
For 1,000 points, the answer is...
The year Jamestown, Virginia was founded. What is 1602? Or 1607. It's 1607.
Correct.
I'll go with American history 1,500.
For 1,500 points, the answer is...
In the 1968 election, he won 13.5% of the popular vote and carried 5 southern states. Who is Barry Goldwater? Or wait, no. Change my answer. Who is George Wallace? Good thing I did. American History 2000.
For 2,000 points, the answer is...
In 1959, Governor Earl Long of this state was committed to a mental institution. What is Louisiana?
Correct.
2,500?
For 2,500 points, the answer is...
After the Spanish-American War, uniforms became olive drab since this color proved too good to be a target. What is blue? 2,000.
For 2,000 points, the answer is...
The largest lymphoid organ in the body. It destroys worn-out blood cells and acts as a blood reservoir. The spleen, and I knew that one.
For 2,500 points, the answer is...
Latin for 12 each. It's a part of the small intestine connected to the stomach. What is a duodenum? Alright. We're getting a telephone call. It's a toll-free number, which I will not answer. The category is state capitals. I will do 3,400. It's the closest state capital to the nation's capital. What is Annapolis? Annapolis, Maryland.
During our one-day sale, you can buy one, get one free, almost everything in-store and online. All day, Friday and Saturday. Apparel, shoes, and more. Plus, buy one, get two free, all fine jewelry.
No one cares.
Check online for more offers. For more info, call 1-888-210-5903.
Annapolis, Maryland. Yep, I was right, so I am going to the semifinals. But let's see how everybody else did. Wendy got it right. Karen got it right. Michael also got it right. And I got it right. So I finished with 50,000 points. I am going to the semifinals. And that'll be the next segment, which we'll see you for in just a little bit.